What do you know about the Boston Massacre? Super interesting history. So it happened on March 5th, 1770, but why did it happen? So at this time, Britain was occupying Boston with soldiers. Boston was the epicenter of the American Revolution. Also, people were still riled up over taxation. So there was a gathering of American colonists outside of a customs house. A customs house is where taxes were collected. And eventually they cornered a bunch of British soldiers. And these colonists are screaming, hollering at them. They're also throwing a bunch of stuff like rocks and snowballs. And eventually the soldiers are going to fire upon the colonists, killing some of them. And it's labeled a massacre. How many people died? 5. So why does it get that label? Well, in comes Paul Revere. You know Paul Revere. He was a silversmith. He was also really good at etching. He was like an artist, and he was good at everything, like jewelry. He was really good at engraving. He made an engraving of this whole situation for newspaper print, and it went through all the counties, okay? And it was an image of the British soldiers just slaughtering the colonists, and it was labeled the Bloody Massacre. One of the buildings was also labeled Butcher's Hall, and it was pure propaganda, and it totally worked. It really riled up the colonists and the colonies, and it inched us closer to independence. About 5 years after this situation is when you have Lexington and Concord, which is the shot heard around the world. I think it's super interesting to look at propaganda from a historical perspective because you get to have like a spectator seat. So you can see the top spin put on different situations or warfare or presidential elections. So yeah, Boston Massacre, really interesting history. Tell me your thoughts.